Hello, everyone, and welcome to Language Talks. I'm pleased to speak with Mr. Kedar Jadhav today, who is joining us from Munich. He's a technocrat by profession and language educator by passion. He completed his Bachelor of Engineering in Electronics from Walchand College of Engineering in 2006, and he has been working in VLSI industry as a chip design engineer for the last 19 years. He has done the highest certification in German language from Goethe Institute, that is called as C2. He has been teaching students free of cost for the last 10 years and has taught more than 150,000 students in 78 batches. He has his YouTube channel, Learn German with Kedar Jadhav, for teaching German free with more than 1 lakh subscribers. In addition to this, he has taught at more than 800 government schools as an initiative with Maharashtra government. Thus, he has taught German to more than 2,000 government teachers. This is truly inspiring. So let us talk to him and understand about his passion. Hello, Kedar.
Hello, and thanks a lot for inviting me.
I welcome you to the show. So let me start by asking you about your journey. So please tell a little bit about yourself. Like, where do you come from and where do you work?
I was born in a small village near Ichalkaranji, Kolhapur, in Rui. And then my education, it all happened in Marathi medium schools in Sangli and Ichalkaranji. And then I completed my engineering in electronics engineering in Walchand College of Engineering, Sangli. And then I came, then I worked for 10 years in India. And then about 8 years back, I came here to Munich, and since then I have been living here. I'm working in something called as nowadays something is very fashionable word, semiconductor industry. We design chips for everything, but this work is too much hectic, and that's why I wanted something as a challenge or as a hobby, and that's when it all started. Yeah.
Wow, I mean, this is a very the hobby is also very challenging, isn't it? I must say.
Yes, yeah.
But I understand that one who wants to go and work in Germany, study and live there and work also must learn German, right? So you must have learned German back then and went to Germany, isn't it?
Yeah. So for me, yeah, as you are correct. So for me, it was a very interesting story. So I used to, so as I said, when I started learning German about 10, 11 years back, I was already, I had already 7, 8, 9 years experience in industry. I was working I was having my team of my own. And then as an interest, because there was so much going on in India. Unfortunately, if you are in semiconductor industry, you are a machine. You are supposed to work 24/7. And then I was searching for a hobby, and then I found it in Goethe Institute. There is a Goethe Institute in Koregaon Park in Pune, and I started going there. And one thing was that I was the only person who was say 26, like about 27, 28, and everybody else was 12th pass students, and they were all like enjoying their learning, and I started enjoying those classes. So they used to be at 7 a.m. in the morning, and I used to stay in Pimple Saudagar, so I used to travel every morning 6 a.m., go there, have the classes, and then go to office. So it was challenging, but I used to like that. That was the best part of my day. And then I was the topper in A1. That's the thing. So I did not have time, but I had the passion. So I had about whatever 97, 98% in A1, same thing in A2, same thing in B1. Such way I completed till C1. C1 is the A1, A2, B1, B2, C1, C2 are these are language levels. I think most of your viewers will be knowing. So they are European language levels. Yeah. So till the 5th level I completed in India. But for 6th level, the highest level, unfortunately, at least at that time, you couldn't give it external. And for internal, you had to work almost for a year, and I could not leave my job. And so then I decided that I will come to Germany and I will work here for some time if required. And then I'll give my C2 and then I will go back. And I did the same. I came to Germany to complete my C2 because luckily back then in my company called Seagate, my manager was German, Helmut Paul. And he said, just go try your luck. If it doesn't work anyway, you can come back here. But I came here, I got a very good job and I completed my C2. And yeah, that's how it all happened. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, that is amazing. You took your German to the highest level. That's really
Yeah.
inspiring. That's
Yes.
wonderful.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, just to talk about Germany, when you landed there, how was your
So
experience?
fortunately, unfortunately, I always was like Germans because I used to like Bayern Munich. There is a German club that is a very famous club, and the one of the most important thing is that in Germany is your honesty, integrity, and your timeliness. And I always had that. And in India, somehow, sometimes they are considered as your weaknesses, but here they are considered as your strengths. And the best thing I still remember, I reached near, I came, even though I'm right now living in Munich, when I came here, I came to Stuttgart, Esslingen. And my friend, he was here earlier, he had come to pick me up and it was late night, so we were going back and we went to a university campus, and it was almost 2 a.m. It was 2 a.m. It was about April. I still remember it's 11th April because 10th April was my birthday and I had traveled on 11th April. And it was warm here. Considering here temperatures, it was warm, 10 degrees. And I saw a young lady in her shorts, and she was jogging at night at 2 a.m. And that was my first cultural shock. That it's how is that possible? And my friend said it's very normal here. And that's one of the best things I liked about Germany. Till now, my wife can come alone at 3 a.m. in her whatever from wherever alone. I'm saying alone in the train. She might be alone in the bus. She might be alone. There is no fear as such, right? So that's the best thing about Germany that I always liked. And again,
Okay.
they like us. That's the most important thing. Unlike I have been because of my work and because of thing, I have been more than 30 countries. Unfortunately, there are some countries that they look down upon us. Whatever you do, some countries you still remember. They still remember that they ruled you. I don't want to name any country, but Germany is not like that. They really love you. I was the first employee in my organization. The day I joined, a German came to me and said, "My wife is a yoga teacher. Can you please discuss with her?" And then I had to tell him that not every Indian knows about yoga. So, but they like Indians a lot. That's the major difference, and that's one of the reason I decided to stay here. Yeah.
Okay, I mean, this is really interesting because if a country likes you, then you are accepted so easily. Isn't it
Yeah.
interesting?
Yeah.
That I understood your passion for learning German, but then how did you decide and when did you decide to take up teaching German?
So this is even more crazier story. So it all started teaching my four friends. Okay, so again it dates back to almost 10 years back. So what used to happen is that for those who know Pune, I used to stay in Pimple Saudagar. The classes were in Koregaon Park, and most of my friends used to work in Hinjewadi. So it's again near to Pimple Saudagar. So for them, even so, when they saw that Are he's learning A1, A2, B1, he's doing so good, they also wanted to learn German. But they could not do all this commute. One thing, they did not have passions, most of them, and the other thing is sometimes it's not possible. So they asked, can you teach us? So I started teaching four of my friends, and my wife, she has also done B2. That time she was also learning with me. She started teaching her own four friends. The problem, I used to teach in my flat to four friends. She used to teach next in the next flat at her four friends. But but problem happened is that my daughter was that time 1 year old. So who will look after her? So then we decided, let's shift those four to here also. And then I started teaching these 8 people. They all liked it so much. They told their friends. So the next batch again was friends. So it was about 20 people. They still used to come to my house, but then in Pune, like afterwards, oh, there are 20 people coming. He might be taking classes and all and all. So then it is like that. But it still continued for about a year. But then I decided to switch to Germany. I came here. But till then, I had a sizable student base there, and they all wanted. They were in between, so they were saying, "Are we want to do A2, B1? How will we do?" And that time, I just had a thought that we can teach on Skype. That time, Skype was in form about 9 years back. If we said it was not the best of the tools, but it served its purpose. Yeah. So then
Yeah.
we started teaching, and then that batch was huge success. But then I understood, if I am anyway taking online, why I am taking only my friends in Pune? There can be anybody from any place, right? So then I just put on my all whatever my social channels that I can take more people. And then another 50 came, then another 50 came. And then at a certain point, what happened is that because I used to take only 50 people at a time, because I wanted to, I had a backlog of almost more than 800 students at a certain point. There are 800 students who are wanting to learn, and I am not able to teach them. It is always free, because, as I said, uh, you don't take fees from your friends, right? So that's what how it started. So then, and then I thought, yeah, this is something I can do for free. Why should I charge? So because they were free and they were so good, so there was 800 students backlog. So I did not understand what to do, and then I found out a way that I can go on YouTube, and that's where I came with my channel. Because then what I can do is that I can, so the way we are taking now, we can have it Zoom on Zoom. The way I do it is I have it on Zoom, immediately I stream it to YouTube, and then
Correct.
the same thing can be seen there live, or it can be seen afterwards. So in my normal batch, so the B2 batch, I just today morning I have enrolled, I have now right now more than 2000 students who are enrolling for it. So how now I can have them is that I do it again in a very socialist way, that all are present in groups. First 100 people, those who really want to learn, like they have exam in next month, they will come to Zoom, they will be interactive. Those who
Okay.
need to, those who want to learn, but it's not a more thing, they learn directly on YouTube. They can still ask their questions, they can still write them. And those who really, okay, it's okay if I learn or not, they can see the videos also. So that was the idea. And I don't know how, like it was like the same way we are talking, right? I'm not very tech savvy. So just there, I just took a mobile stand, I put it ahead, and I just recorded my videos. They're very simple. All of them are in one shirt, one gray shirt. My wife made me discard that shirt because everybody was knowing me from that shirt. But
Oh,
fortunately, unfortunately, it went viral in Maharashtra. It went so viral in Maharashtra that uh, within a day I had more than 10,000 subscribers. It was crazy. And
oh, that.
people who are my friends who are in Munich, they were getting calls from their parents. Are, this is a guy, he's teaching German, why don't you learn? And they used to say, oh, he's my friend. I don't know how. One of the reason was I was teaching in Marathi. At that time, 10 years back, 9 years back, nobody was teaching in Marathi.
Correct.
But then it went so well. People asked me, we don't understand Marathi, can you also teach in Hindi? So I said, okay, I can do that also. And then there were some people who could not understand Hindi, I had to teach English also. So that's how. So from 4 students to now, technically more than say 150,000 students, it's a, I would say it's a simple evolution, nothing else. Yeah.
Yes, I think evolution is a very nice word that you used.
Yeah.
And it's a philanthropic activity, and it has a very huge fan base, I would say, isn't it?
Yeah. I wherever I go, I get my fans. So I'll give a simple example. I'd come to Vishwa Marathi Sammelan last year in the in January. There were because I teach. Maybe we can come to that afterwards. I teach German Maharashtra government Jilla Parishad teachers also. So people traveled for 500 kilometers to meet me. So that was crazy in India. And
Yeah,
also
right.
there came three older ladies. They were about more than 70 years old. They were my fans. They said because one of my the Maharashtra Mandal Switzerland president, he had told that some of your fans want to meet you there. And then I said okay, and they were all above 70 years old. And then their daughter had also come, and their son-in-law, and they said they are both psychologists, and they said that it helped them a lot because when you are above a certain age, if you don't learn new things, your neurons don't fire and all. I don't, again, I am not that much in technicals, but they said it's a lot more helpful. Or couple of days back, I got a message from a student that she was going through this postpartum depression, and this learning helped her. Because the way I teach is I make jokes. I am not at all like very serious in my teaching. I believe that we can. So in fact, when I started from a very reputed people, I had got I had to switch to Marathi to that. तू खूप गावठी शिकवतोस. So you teach very. So there were very derogatory words coming from a very high level educator. But at that time, I was lucky that I had my friends with me, and one of my friends, she's in. So she told me, see, you are trying to break their castle. So the biggest thing is that they are 8-9 years back. The idea was German is so hard, nobody can learn it, and I know it, so I am the greatest. I was coming with a concept. German is very easy, everybody can learn it. So I was breaking their exclusivity. So that's why those harsh remarks were there. To say
Yeah.
my classes, we enjoy, we give examples, uh, we have a laugh. Like if so yesterday in our class, somebody just said like whatever, there's the thing, sir, aisa kaise chal raha hai, and also we there is no point in getting serious, right? People are there, and as I said, it's going tremendously well. So I never expected this to happen so big. So it's now kind of become a part-time job for me without any money, of course. Yeah.
Yes, Kedar, like you said, it's a philanthropic activity free of charge offered to the students, but you are getting so many fans, and that itself is a reward. It's a huge
Yes.
satisfaction, isn't it?
And yeah, and not everybody forgets it also. So for example, one of my student was, because German is not talked only in Germany, right? In Switzerland, Austria also. So one of my student was, he was the CEO of a Swiss bank. So Swiss bank are not the black banks, right? They're normal banks. So he came to me and he said, Kedar, you don't want money, but I have enough money to pay you. Why don't you take it? I said, it's अभी वो एक बार commitment कर दी तो कर दी. I have decided that I am not going to earn any money. I am not going to earn any money. But he said, you can help somebody else with that money, right? But then I said, the moment I accept money for myself, then it defeats the purpose. But then I found out an idea that he said that he can actually then help somebody else if I give him a name. And from there came something called a Shanta Jnanu Foundation. So it's a foundation I started on my grandparents' name,
I see.
Shanta Bai and Naneshwar Pawar. And what this foundation does is that we are registered trust in India for last 4 years, but we don't have a single rupee in our account. Our website doesn't have donate button, anything. What we do is that we take a person who is willing to help in whatever. He does not need to be in Germany, right? He can be in Switzerland, whatever, US, even in India. And because I teach at so many government schools and all, I know people who are needy. Like a girl who is scoring say 95% marks, but his father is not no more, or he's drinking habits and she has no money. So what we do is that we connect this donor to this person. We always connect girl to girl and boy to boy. We always do that just to have safety. And then we have kept a minimum amount, that 10,000 rupees every year he should or she should give him. That's the base amount, but afterwards they help a lot. Once that bond is done, right, we sometimes don't understand how privileged we are. So the 10,000 is 100 euro here. So today, if on weekend, if we go to an Indian restaurant for family of 3, we are going to give away 60 euros. So 2 times, if you don't eat outside in a year, you can help a student there. And then we have so many success stories that we have now more than 1,300 students who have a donor. I have called this initiative Change One Life, because you can change one life, and I sincerely believe it is helping, because I was in a college. This is a very touching moment for me. I was in a girls' college to teach. I was there for their Teachers' Day program. I was a guest because I was teaching there, and the thing that really hit me. That the principal of the college, she told me, if a girl doesn't come for 3 days to class, we fear that the next day she will be having these green bangles. म्हणजे हिरव्या बांगड्या घालून येते काय? Means will she be married, right? And then I said, how can these people do this? Why don't they? But then she said, I don't blame the parents also. For them, they have to marry the girl anyway. So, what now and what after four? They have never thought that the girl herself can have a future, right?
Correct.
The
Yeah.
girl can do something, and she anyway if she needs to be married. And this is where I think that when a successful, say, a manager in Switzerland, he's talking with a girl who is um in a rural area, she is not only helping her with money, she is giving her a confidence. Okay, a girl can do this. You understand what I'm trying to say? And I think this is more than money. That's why there are many forms. Again, as I said, there are many people. They see me working. They come. I want to take 10. Our trust wants to take 10 students. I said I don't want that. It's never about money. That I can always generate. I can just generate money and give to the. I want this one-to-one interaction when there is a bond. There is so much. You have your old laptop, you have your old cycle, you have your old phone. There are so many things that are useless to you, but for that child, it can be like anything. And I'm very happy that this initiative is going very well. Earlier, it was only limited to Maharashtra. Now I have moved it to Karnataka. Last time I came to India, I went for that for to Karnataka. We have some students from Madhya Pradesh also, because what happens is that what used to happen is that my students are from all over the world, not only in India. And then sometimes they feel, okay, he's taking from everybody but giving only in Maharashtra. So I said, I don't want to only give in Maharashtra. It's that I know only needy people from Maharashtra, right? You give me people who are needy. So now I am trying to have an association with people in my students who have association in Bengal. I'm trying to contact them. See, the only thing I need to do, I need to get a donor. I need to make sure that he's genuine. I need to take a person who gets reward. I want to make sure he or she that is rewarding, and I'm just joining them. And I think that is the best way. And most important thing is that, and again I got this very good touching feedback, is that because unfortunately what happens is that when you come here, when you so I'll switch to Marathi for that, is जे असते त्याची किंमत नसते. We don't value what we have. So everybody of us, most of us have big cars and all here and everything is going on. But still, oh, today the petrol became 1.8 euro to 1.9 euro. Man, so what happens is that your struggles are not real struggles. When you actually see the struggles of the people, what they are facing, you try to, or you understand, or you value what you have. So many donors told me that, Kedar, thanks a lot. When you see there, because fortunately, unfortunately, for NRIs like us, there is a very different picture of India being painted now here, that everything is progressed, everything is done. And unfortunately, whenever I go to India, I try to visit at least 20 schools, and I visit schools which don't have benches. Students are sitting down. So I try to show this picture, and then that through we're generating. So as I said, from one good thing, another good thing happens. That's the thing from that. And it all started because that one person, he came, because till then people used to just give me a gift. They give a watch and all, and then I used to say no. But his one idea, I think it changed the way things looked. Yeah.
You're right. I mean, your one activity of teaching German has made you a facilitator to do so many
Yeah.
nice things. That's really amazing and again inspiring.
Yeah.
Good.
Thanks.
Please tell us about your experience about teaching German to the teachers from India. So I
Uh,
think you are working with Maharashtra government for government
yes.
schools, right? So
Yes.
please tell us more
So
about it.
So I have been working with Maharashtra government for about 6 years now. So I will not take names of the ministers because I like to stay politically neutral. But the earlier government, they had some different vision. They wanted directly teaching to schools. So that's why I was trying to directly, they appointed me. We tried to have 1,000 school literally go like on one platform. We tried that. We tried that for I gave my best, but what I understood is that the way I teach, it might be good, very good. I can be humorous, everything. It's for adults. For teaching students who are from rural area, who don't have even basics of English correct, you need something different. And that's why I went to then so I had many meetings at that time. He was the education minister for Maharashtra. So we had a lot of meetings, and then we decided that we're going to teach the teachers. And then from this we came that we started teaching 2000 Zilla Parishad teachers, and we had I had more than 100 sessions. I took them to B1, and the B2 batch, the fourth level batch is also starting. I generally don't start fourth batch because it's very few people are doing it. So you can till B1 you can teach thousands of people, and for B2 you have to teach less people. But again, I'm starting this B2 batch mainly for these government teachers, and the best part is they themselves passed their B1 A2 exams. Our foundation helped them sometimes too, because unfortunately in India not only German is costly, giving exam is also costly. So if you want to give an exam in a single level exam, it's 25,000 rupees. So is that
That's
another
true.
problem? So our foundation helps that also. That's the thing. So, but it was very nice. So these teachers, so maybe if I get chance, I will forward you a couple of videos of these the students from rural area. They are teaching their students, and the students are
Oh,
speaking such a nice German that is amazing. Like that's amazing. So and this is where I then believe that I have reached my purpose, and that's why for me my biggest achievement is this teaching these 800 1800 2000 teachers, because now it will reach to this real grassroots level where I wanted. Because let's be practical, that uh, whatever Swiss bank manager, he wouldn't have learned from me, he would have learned from somebody else. He wouldn't have learned easy way, but he would have had 10 classes, because his bank would anyway give him coupons and all. But these students would have never learned, and I'm very happy that they are learning, they are enjoying. And every few days I get some teacher sends, okay, my students did this, and it is. So sometimes I put it on my Instagram also. Like last 15th August, one of the students, they gave this speech in German. It's really amazing. 10
yes.
years back when I started teaching German, nobody used to talk about like teaching German in Marathi. Nowadays there are so many people. It was, as I said, it was considered gauti. And the fun fact is the person, again I don't want to go there. Afterwards, when Maharashtra government got a book to learn German in Marathi, and then I saw that person in the preface of uh, so that's when I felt that I have achieved my this thing. So nowadays, so no more learning German in Marathi is gauti. So that's the base thing. Yeah.
So I think learning German through any language is fine. As long as you learn the language, you speak
No,
it,
and
you write it.
that's one of the most important thing in Germany. When we came here, my daughter, she started her school here only, right? So when we went to her kindergarten teacher and asked her, because here kindergarten is literally kindergarten. Kinder, it's a German word, right? Kinder is children, garden is garden. बच्चों की खेलने की जगह. Till sixth
Correct.
standard they don't. So sorry. Till they come to first standard 6 year, they don't even write ABCD. You have to only
Okay.
play. You have to only play. And when I asked them, should we talk with her in German, because we both can speak in German, so should we at home? So they said no, she should never speak in German in home. For her development, her mother tongue is most important. So you should always speak in whatever your mother tongue with her. So that's what Germans are not only. So there is a misconception that Germans are very proud of their own language. Germans are proud of their mother tongue. That's the thing. Yeah.
That's the thing. I think mother tongue is very important, not only for Germans, but for us as well. And we
Yeah.
have to master it.
Yes.
I mean, this is a very inspiring journey. And so, what are you planning next? I mean, after the YouTube channel, after the foundation, what's next on your plate?
So this is a good question. So yeah, the idea is, I don't know. Whenever I get a chance, so as every winner I want to someday come back to India, and I have to start a kind of a proper, because from here I can do only so much things. I have to start there is an idea that I will start a kind of a trust or a foundation, and I will start teaching. So because I'm good at other few languages also. I want to start college or whatever. It's still a fresh idea where people can pay depending upon their whatever is the earning. If you don't have any earnings, pay zero. If you are really good, then you will pay more, and that should be self-sustaining. My main idea is that yeah, do something for to see the society has given a lot to me. I strongly believe that. Unfortunately, socialism word is used in a wrong sense right now, but I strongly believe that I have learned in a Marathi medium school. My fees was 2 rupees. I learned in government school college. My fees was 8,000 rupees per year. So that's why I could be an engineer. I used to travel by bus, Maharashtra government ST. We had to used to have pass. I cannot forget that. Nowadays people like, okay, I made it on myself. It's why should I give and all. I know that there is society has given so much to me, and I that the plan is to give as much as possible back to the society. Yeah.
That's a very good plan.
Thanks.
In addition to German and of course your mother tongue, which other languages interest you?
Yeah, I tried to learn Spanish and Italian for a long time. I could say I am A1. I fought with French a lot, but I could never master it. I still try because my daughter has it as a subject in her curriculum, and she is learning French in German. So you have to understand what's the so she is learning French with German as a base. But yeah, I struggle with that. But I wherever I go, I was in Bangalore for 4 years. I learned how to write and read Kannada because I
Oh,
strongly believe that wherever you go, the best way to integrate. So I was the first person in my company to join from an Indian. Now there are 23 Indians in a 200 people company. We are everywhere. They think that they are being alienated. People don't talk with them. The problem is, first day I joined, I still remember there was a match that happened. So the way we have Mumbai Indians versus CSK rivalry right here in India, there is a rivalry called Bayern Munich versus Borussia Dortmund. And that day Bayern Munich had won 4-1 couple of days back. And I went to their table and I started speaking in German about that match. And then I got friends. See, it's simple, right? When you are in Pune or you are in whatever Bangalore, you will speak in your college, in your day to day, in your office English if you are told. But on the lunch table, you want to speak your mother tongue, right? Why should you change your language just to accommodate others? On lunch table, they will speak their language. The moment you can do that, people don't. So I have so many friends who say, "Okay, I am in IT. I have been here for 10 years. I never, why do I learn German?" It's not for that. If you are there, if you want to integrate, you have to learn the language. Yeah, so that's the idea. Yes, you can keep your original identity. So here we have a Maharashtra Mandal. I have been treasurer for 3 years. From this year, I am the president of Maharashtra Mandal. I know we do all kind of things. We do Ganesh Utsav, we bring dhol here and all. Yes, do bring your culture, but learn theirs also, right? This is what basically integration means. It's not a word, it's actually a process. Yeah.
yeah, I mean, actually, you have to integrate and do it, and nothing else.
Yeah, because and I strongly believe in that, right? And luckily Germans are willing to do that. So when we do Diwali, uh, I have post on my Instagram. The Germans, they want to understand. They do all the functions with us. They are not, luckily or unluckily, whatever. Germany is the most atheist country in the world, so they can look everything very neutrally. So they are very cautious. When we play Holi, they play with the same enthusiasm. But you have to go in a correct way, right? There is no point in just, okay, this today is my Diwali, I will burst crackers and I will do everything. Then you are putting your own image as negative, right? That's the whole point of it. Yeah.
Right, very well said.
Thanks a lot. Yeah.
Great. This was a lovely conversation. I enjoyed every bit of it, and it is so inspiring. So, thank you
Thanks.
very much for joining.
Thanks a lot. And thanks a lot for giving me all the time. Yeah. Thank you.
I wish you all the best for all your ventures. Thank you,
Thank you.
everyone, for joining me in conversation with Kedar. See you in the next episode. Till then, have a good day. Bye bye.